The data we're trying to display is typical grid kind of stuff, where you have rows and columns of several pieces of information, but a more full, robust point-of-sale app, where they can do some research on their past sales and see how different promotions are going. I've been looking at ComponentOne for years. I said, okay, well, they got a new control out, let me try it. A couple hours, I had it up and running. I had reskinned. I found out how to programmatically collapse all the columns to just the size they need, which is very good. That way the user doesn't have to resize them. And now I'm even adding them dynamically. What the FlexGrid offers us is out-of-the-box control that's really easy to implement, that provides the sorting, the column resizing. I can move the columns back and forth. I can group. Very user-friendly. And this particular one easily shows the users all the approved transactions in one, declined ones in another, the errors in another, and one with all of the transactions. And they can scroll up and down, and then I also have it wired up outside that to choose different days, and as they choose different days, it reloads the grids based upon the days. It takes like 6 lines of code. It allows me to put other things in there besides just text or pictures. The date time control is quite handy because we have some apps that people choose the date and then also the time. It's much easier for the user to use it because it's just 2 clicks. You get the date out of this little drop down, looks like a calendar thing, and then they choose the time, and they can use a plus or minus to move it up and down. And then from a programmatic side, because it's using the calendar control, it's already a validated date. I don't have to determine that February 31st was not a date. Calendar pickers, I like the ability to pick one date at a time or several dates. Someone calls and says, I was double billed for something. Well, let me go investigate that. When did you say you came in? I came in such and such date. I take the calendar control, I pick the date. Up comes the transactions for that. And I can sort it by name, date, how much did you say you got double billed? I can sort by amount, and then it's very easy for finding things. One of the major features of the application is searching, because in this particular application, it's a credit card transaction. I can do my criteria using some of the controls, and then the results are in other controls. The other reason we chose ComponentOne was ease of use. Sometimes they say all you gotta do is drag and drop, and the video looks like you can. It's not really that easy sometimes. In this case, the grid was really easy to implement. And then the touch thing makes it very restaurant touch friendly. I have 20 apps in the marketplace already, so there are 15 of those we did write our own and had nowhere near the functionality. We spent hours and hours and hours longer and had 5% of the functionality. We didn't have the sort, we didn't have the paging. Because we downloaded the ComponentOne sample app that's on the store, it exposes some of the other features to us that okay, that's nice. None of the other apps for this product in the other markets have the BI stuff, all the graphs and stuff, all the CFO kind of things. And those look really nice. We're going to do them on the Windows 8. We're going to use the graphs and maybe even like a throttle to see how sales are going throughout the day. There's a lot of FaceTime with the ComponentOne people. They show it to us. They say, this is how you drag this thing in there. They drop that in there, and we can actually see it happen. The potential users is quite large because they have an existing customer base using other methods. We will eventually put the actual sales figures in each day. ComponentOne, it's amazing, and it's fast. It's so easy to do. We see something and we say, I want that. We want to add these cool features in there, provided by ComponentOne.